how's it going? It's Grant with the Garden of Eater.
And Shelby.
And today we're going to talk about Shelby's big decision, what she's got going on. She's made some plans and there's no going back now. So we'll go over that. Let's dive right into chat since there is quite a few people joining us today already. And don't want to get too far behind.
Welcome in, Snoop.
You said more turtles.
Oh, always. That was before we made a decision. There's always been room for more turtles in our hearts.
So Shelby doesn't know this, but I was offered some free spotted turtles.
Indian spotted turtles?
No, just regular spotted turtles. And it's from somebody really cool. So I don't want to ruin the rest of the surprise, but one day we'll be going to get some free ones. Just got to make room in the garage for the little turtle bin to be set back up.
I saw the comment earlier about you going to work for somewhere else or 7-Eleven. I used to work for 7-Eleven, so I would definitely not send him to that torture. I can handle it. I don't know how long he would last.
After the first Slurpee spill, I'd probably quit.
The worst? Oh, man. It's horror stories. I don't even want to get into it. It's bad. Welcome in, Crypt Keeper. Hello, Frank.
How's it going, Frank and Crypt?
Crypt said, Shelby, did you make the decision to turn Grant's boa tank into a fish tank?
No.
Not a bad idea.
It is a very bad idea.
Welcome in, Nano Aquarium guy.
It'd be like me turning your Achilles fry tank into my new flower horn playpen.
I would throw that thing out. Watch it struggle. Welcome in, big dog. Trying to read it at the same time. You could talk while I'm trying to read all this.
Oh, this one's all you?
No.
You got to do all the talking.
No.
Everything about this stream is all about you.
Till this question.
All right.
I'm just kidding. I can probably answer it too. So let's say, how do you get the pH to go up to 8.5? Mine is only at 7.5. Is that okay for Silhouette?
So you need to have some crushed argonite and crushed coral, as well as some limestone in the water, as well as using the Silhouette 8.5 mix. However, you don't need 8.5 pH. 8 pH is well enough. There are breeders out there that breed them in 7.5. The big thing here is going to be consistency, keeping all of your parameters consistent, and then you'll have the most success you possibly can with the Silhouette shrimp. What's up, Mason?
And, oh, hello, Dr. Anthony. He was like the first comment. I didn't say hello. I just read the comment.
How's it going, Dr. Matheral?
Hello, Jamie. Welcome in on the phone tonight. Did I skip Scotty? That's so weird that I can see them saying hi to Scotty and no comments. Oh, it's right here. Welcome in, Scotty. Said Shelby's big decision, quitting her job and going to become Grant's boss. That's a good one. To the fish tank. Hello, Sandy. Welcome in. Nano said she is already the boss, but yeah, it would be good to make it official. Welcome in, Frank. I already said hi to Frank. Sorry. I'll say hello, Robert? Again. Hello, Robert from Ray Aquatics.
Bring that one up.
Jamie said, hope my shrimp are going to be okay. Was gone for a week, got back for 2 days, and left again on Pacific side of Canada this week.
As long as you did your water changes right before you left, they should be fine.
Welcome in, Dee Dee. How you doing?
We did the same thing when we left for the Triple Crown, came back for 2 days, left for Texas, basically gone for like 2.5 weeks. And there wasn't anything wrong in the entire house except for the leak in Jaden's room. So you win some, you lose some.
Yep. And I mean, all the fish survived too. I didn't even have any fish die, which is, I was flabbergasted by that actually, because they were all pretty new fish and didn't know how they would adjust. So you'd be surprised how long some animals can stay in a tank with clean water and no food. Welcome in, Rob of Shrimp Envy.
How's it going, Chris George?
Oh, Dee Dee, I'm glad to hear about your shrimp making it. I'm so happy you're happy. Welcome in, Chris Aquazone. Hello, Richard. It's nice seeing you yesterday and your lovely wife.
Yeah, we got
It was yesterday.
50. Yeah. If you can see them swimming around up here, these are celestial pearl danios. We're going to hold them down for about 2 weeks, maybe even less. If there's like no deaths and it's like, I guess today's Monday. So probably like 2 weeks from today, they'll be going, or Sunday. So in 2 weeks, they'll be up on the website for sure.
They're so little compared to my albino danios. You can barely see them in the stream.
But they're really fat and healthy for celestial pearl danios. Like I've seen some really skinny ones, some of the imports and stuff like that. And when he said he bred them himself, I was really happy. They're not the dwarf rainbows that are swimming along up here, but they probably go really well with one another, considering the dwarf rainbows kind of stay at the top. I didn't realize how much the celestial pearl danios just chill out on the bottom, and they kind of go between one structure back and forth. So it's really cool to see the whole school going between them. But other than that, they're not really like showstoppers. They need a little nano tank to show their true potential.
So Rob asked who's going to Fishtoberfest. Sucks that we can't go there.
Yeah, so they scheduled Fishtoberfest, Cataclysm, which is the Catfish Expo, and Aquashella all on the same weekend. So sadly, the cloning option was a little out of our budget, so we couldn't make it happen.
Dr. Anthony will be going to that one. I saw your, were you a speaker at that one? I know there was a couple people for sure. We'll see Crib Keeper and Clash in Chicago. Welcome in, MTS.
And MTS sent us a bunch of plants. We got those in, and that's the package we forgot about.
What do you mean?
We were supposed to send him some shrimp. Totally spaced
That's
on it.
I'll
be sending those out to you tomorrow, man.
Yeah.
I went golfing
10 was
today.
enough for me, okay?
And all I thought about was the 2 orders that were placed for plants. We have a bunch of plants that are available that are not on the website. So if you're looking, and it's a lot of pond plants, a lot of Anubis. So if you're looking for any of those, you can email us at granteater@gmail.com. I'll send you the price list for the plants. But yeah, I forgot all about your package. So I'll get that out tomorrow with a bunch of extras.
Welcome in, Ed. He said he was just getting ready to watch a true crime video when I noticed the time. Well, appreciate it. Which one did you stop watching though? That's all I watch. I love all of them. He is giving a talk. Not sure on what yet. You'll figure it out. Welcome in, Energize Aquatics.
And then Rob at Shrimp Envy is doing a promotion on his website at Shrimp Envy for 20% off. You can use the code NV20. But yeah, I went golfing. I haven't been golfing for like 6 weeks. And then Shelby took care of all the boxes today. 10 packages. All I did was the moss, and I didn't even get all the moss. So,
welcome in, Benjamin Peters and Jeff Kane. I am so tired. I'm like spacing. I was just sitting there. I wasn't even reading anything. I was just staring at the screen. Oh man, if only people can talk back to us, they would keep me away. Oh. Dr. Anthony says, I'll tell them all the news. Shelby's leaving Grant for me.
And then I told her about the conditions in Peru, and she's like, I don't think so.
You did not tell me the conditions. I would probably be okay. My thing is I don't think I'm safe in Peru by myself. Welcome in, the Hat Man. Hello, TFI Aquatics. Hello, Jen.
Hey, what's up, Kevin and Misfit Aquatics or Reptiles and Aquatics? Totally
Misfit
skipped the reptiles.
reptiles and aquatics. We still need your address for your member sticker. If you can send us.
Why did we not
the
give it to
address
him
and
at
the
the
email.
Triple Crown?
I didn't know who was going. We were so busy. Whole reason for the whole decision today. Welcome in, Kevin. Hello, Lady Diane. We're almost caught up.
No, we're still 10 minutes behind.
No way.
Yes.
No. Oh.
We just got to the beginning of
Hello,
stream
Guppy
for everybody
Beast.
else.
I know. Hey, Susan. Welcome in. Hello, Leo.
What's up, Diego?
Oh. Hey, what's up, Supreme Gecko? It's nice to see you in here. Yes, Killies over flower horns for sure. I love our flower horn, but one is good.
I'm all in agreement. I'm just saying, you're gonna turn my boa tank into a fish tank. I'm gonna turn some other tanks into a flower horn playhouse.
Hello, welcome in Verily and Scuba Steve. Yes, we have a flower horn right by the front door. We don't really take videos or anything of it because the light is usually off. It doesn't like light.
I think the person
really
that got
pretty.
it the best is Jason at Primetime Aquatics.
Mm-hmm.
We actually turned on the light and he came out for a quick second. So if anybody's got a good
in
video,
the video,
I
don't
know.
think it's in
I
the
can't
video.
remember if you made it or not. Maybe not. I think
it's hard to
so.
see.
But it's Jaden's flower horn.
I got a good
become
video.
the-
I'll post it eventually.
The family pet though at the greeting area. It's like Klaus.
I named it Big Gulp, but Jaden doesn't like it, so it's a new name.
We
It
should name
literally
Klaus.
it goes in the top corner of the tank, and it literally attacks it so much it takes a huge gulp of water and eats all the food at once, and then splashes water out the little. I mean, it's tiny corner in the right corner for it to splash out.
And whenever I find dead shrimp in the house, it goes to him. So he's like, he loves me. Anytime I come up to the tank, he thinks I'm going to give him a little snack.
He's cute.
And we don't have a lot of dead shrimp, but we have a lot of tanks. So he ends up getting a snack a week.
Nano said everything is about Shelby with some shrimp info sprinkled in. That's funny.
And she still doesn't think she gets enough credit and attention and all this other stuff.
Most people don't know that I can answer most of the shrimp questions because you just answer them for me. And then I'm like, okay, well, I knew the answer. Especially when I set up the Sulawesi tank,
But she likes to get her picture out there and get seen, especially when she's the one doing all the work.
Oh my gosh,
So
don't bring it up. I'm so sensitive
It's
about
really
this.
hilarious. There's an expo in South Florida in Coral Springs. And they have, a little brochure that's going around, and it's got pictures of some popular people on it, like Corey from Aquarium Co-op, and then the more popular you are in Florida, the more they put you on the card. So Shelby's in it, but just a very small fraction of Shelby. You can barely if you just look this way, that's all you see. I'm in there 3 times. So
it's 3 times.
She's like, oh,
you couldn't just happen to get a picture of me instead of just Grant 3 times in there?
She's like, I found you bottom left. And I was like, oh, I saw myself in the top right. And she's like, what? You're kidding me. And then I found myself one more time. So I was like, yeah, I'm sorry.
You have that backwards. I found you the 2 times.
Oh.
But okay. All right. We are going to get so far behind, though. Big Dog said, I have baby shrimp in the tank. Is it better to take out the baby shrimp into a different tank?
So I would, if you're going to remove the baby shrimp, wait till they're 1 centimeter. Then you can move them into a grow out tank or whatever you want to do. But usually for me, 1 centimeter, because after that, the males can get big enough they can start reproducing if you don't want them to. You got to get them out there right away.
Welcome in, Fanaticals. Energize says, right answer, Greg. Keep it all about Shelby. What's up, Vibes? Welcome in.
How's it going, man?
It's good to hear that you made it home. Dee Dee said, Sulawesi shrimp are awesome. Haven't been brave enough yet to get those. That was my first dive.
If somebody wants to set up a Sulawesi tank, we have Malala shrimp. And the great thing about Sulawesi shrimp is you can keep multiple different species of Sulawesi shrimp together. and they don't really outcompete one another for food or anything. They just use each other for like, there's safety in numbers. So the more shrimp that are out and about and wandering, the more shrimp that are going to be like, hey, it's safe. There's not any fish or predators out. And that's also why we like keeping them with rabbit snails, because they use the rabbit snails as like an alert system. So if you want to set up a tank and cycle it, throw in some rabbit snails, throw in some Malala shrimp, you can let that run until you feel comfortable enough to pull the trigger on some of the harder species. I swear I muted this.
Welcome in My Fish Tanks Aquatics and GK Aquatics. Gary, welcome. Hello, Brandon. I think I saw you earlier. Grant selling picks a feet finder to fund Shelby's hire. Not a bad idea, except he has like Fred Flintstone feet. Like, we would not get very far with his feet. Me, I'm too scared to do that crap. People can trace your phone too fast. That stuff is ridiculous.
I feel like he sent us the email right before we got really busy with.
Yeah, maybe.
So we will make sure we get that out to you this week. Thank you for sending that, Misfits.
Hello, BDA Bladder 95. I feel like I pronounced that wrong. You did not miss anything yet. Just joking around right now. Welcome in Quiet Money. Said, hey guys, what type of substrate do you use for your Caridina shrimp tanks?
So our tried and true substrate that I will recommend until something else comes out better, or we do the substrate testing and something proves to be out better. But if I had to go spend my own money and set up 100 tanks, I would use all Brightwell substrate, just because we've been using it now for over 4 years, and it is buffering still nice and strong in several, like at least 200 tanks of Brightwell substrate. So it is our number one trusted. Not to say that UNS or Tropica isn't as good. We just haven't, put it to the test as much as we have with the like Galaxy Pintos and stuff like that we have done with Brightwell.
Welcome in, Victor.
How's it going, man? And then the fluval stratum is something that we were testing out. 6 months in, I have 4 tanks on the new rack, and Shelby pointed out that, or not 6, there's 100 tanks on the new rack. There's 6 tanks, though, that are having issues, and Shelby pointed out that they're all fluval substrate. So
let's just hope there's something with those tanks. Maybe they need a little bit longer of cycling, which is not good either.
They're also shrimp that I got from somebody who imports, so I don't know if they're actually legitimately homebred shrimp or not. They're not any of our shrimp that we're having issues with.
We should have tried that. Don't test out substrate with imported shrimp.
I mean, we're testing imported out in other tanks. Like the Brightwell is all up there with all of those. So, I mean, they're, quote, homebred.
Okay, we're getting too far behind. Welcome in, Mystery Snail Guardians.
I think that's what people are all here
Diego.
For is the whole future conversation thing that we're going on.
All right.
Live rock for Silhouette shrimp is great, big dog. You just got to make sure you clean it and rinse all the salt. And because it's live, there's going to be a ton of live living little creatures. So you probably want to let it dry out, and then wash it so you can wash off all the dead debris.
Have a good night.
What did you point to up there?
It's Dr. Anthony said the best part of Peru is that I'm back in California. Susan said, my fire red shrimp are growing up and a couple females buried up and a couple moles.
Very nice. What else was I talking about? I feel like there was something.
Thank you so much for the $2 super chat.
So the aquatic, go ahead.
I can't find it. Oh, there
it's
it
right
is.
There. So the Aquatic Club of Pasco County has their club meetings the second Saturday of every month at 12 p.m. And next month is Alex from the History Living Inside Your Aquarium So Alex Williamson will be coming all the way to Florida from Washington to do his talk. I'm very excited. He'll be coming by the house. I'm going to try and encourage him to do like a tour video and then release it the day before Aquashella Chicago. It's kind of a theme we've got going on this year.
Crip says, I won some of those CPDs, one of my faves. They show themselves better if there's a second fish in there to help encourage them out of the plants.
Go back to Richards, though. The only thing is she's got these emperor dudgeons in there, and I don't know if they would pick on some of the smaller CPDs or not.
They probably would. They're not the nicest. They're mean, and they dig themselves in the hole. I only have 2 females. I don't know what it is with the females in this house. That's all I have. It's like all my males keep on. Actually, no, I lied. Now I have a tank of 2 males of Achilles fish too, which is bothering me.
So if I'm dead,
no one's gonna give the females. Stop it. Lady Diane said my CPDs are schooling with my new neons. First I've seen them in months. Yep.
See, now I'm gonna have to move some stuff around, but those are not gonna be fun to move at all. So Gary, just send me more, and then I'll just put them in that tank. And then Richard, you can send me more, and I'll just put them in this tank.
Hello, Killer Kitty. Welcome in. You read that, right?
No.
Oh.
I was trying to.
MTS said, I totally understand. It's not a problem. Maybe give away some plants.
I don't want to give them away. I want them for myself. I want to get the water sprite to grow out enough that we can sell water sprite, because I've ordered it twice now, and one little piece of it survived the first time, and it hasn't grown in Shelby's tank at all. And then the second time, it was all melted and just nothing survived. So it doesn't ship as well as I would think for how resilient it is and like easy to take care of in a easy low tech tank.
Energized said she can't when it shouldn't leave Greg. No, I'm like a parasite. He can't get rid of me.
She lets me go to golf once a week, and that's about as far as I can get away.
Pretty much. Benjamin says we're almost a Rico behind. It's a goal we're looking for.
No, we were trying to stay on top.
Yeah. It's like we get there and then boom.
How's it going, Bob?
Welcome in. I call mine the Cullinator.
I have a shirt that I got from Chuck Davis. It's called the Cullinator written on top of it. It's a nice big old bass.
Leo said, did you guys get my email about my address for the stickers?
I believe so.
Did you order? Did you place
shrimp? An order and then we put the stickers in the order?
A lot of people aren't getting their stickers. That's really bothering me. Like, we put it in a Ziploc baggie and everything, and an envelope and a thank you note in the boxes when you order, if you don't get them by then.
If you sent it last week, I do not have an email from you, Leo.
It's granteater@gmail.com. GRANTEDER.
Oh, I do have it. Did we not send that out?
No,
it was
you
5
better
days
send
ago,
that to me.
So
yeah, no.
He's. I got it. It's going to Shelby. It's screenshotted.
It'll be out tomorrow.
So.
Hello, only Oscars. Welcome in. Hello, Ruben. Scotty said, so for 2023 class, should I ask Grant to be a speaker, Shelby, or both? We'll have to see on that. So it depends on the date, but we do already have a possibility of a conjoined talk in the beginning of 2023, and it's something we're getting to. So
it's going to be called the Powerhouse, and it's about how both of us run a house full of tanks. And it'll be even better if Shelby is not working for the corporate mongrel.
Thank you so much, Dr. Anthony, for the $20. Will this get my link posted? We'll be posting an update vid tonight or tomorrow. Of course, you didn't have to pay us to do that. You could have just asked. But yes, make sure you write that down.
Where would you like us to
memories of
post it if you're
goldfish.
posting it afterwards?
But we got the money shrimp. Hold on.
I would be happy to share it on all of our platforms.
All right, go back up. Oh, that's weird. Thank you so much, Kaylers, for the super sticker. I really need to get used to this. This sucks. I can't figure that out. Oh, look, we were almost.
No.
No.
No. No.
No. We were, I don't know. I thought we were close, but.
No. And the weather has been
Keep
so
talking.
bad. We still have yet to get any progress done on the new stand. I've actually thought about like setting up like a tarp in the living room and just painting everything in the living room just so we can get it done.
I did say hi to Ruben, right?
Yes.
Yes.
What's up, man?
All right, keep going down.
He said he wished he lived closer so he can give us a hand and hang out. And I was like,
be so nice, but the weather, you can't get around the weather. I've been trying to paint for days, but it's okay. I started with my water changes.
Nice on those rainy days where you get called out at work. You could just come over and hang out. We could just look at the shrimp tanks inside or go hang out in the greenhouse. It's cool to be in there while it's raining.
It would be nice to have a friend of yours again that actually enjoys talking about the shrimp and fish. Some of them do, but
Eddie does, but Eddie never has time.
Yeah, he can't get away from his own shrimp and fish.
Oh, he
Scotty said, I don't know what kind of endlers those are. Go in a 5 with shrimp. Better with Neo or Caradina?
So better with Neos for sure. The Caradinas are going to be kind of expensive snacks for the endlers. Even though they are a smaller fish, the baby shrimp will for sure be food still. So
I'm sorry. I find this really funny, Matt, that you're like, okay, I'm 17 minutes late and you're apologizing, but we're always that far behind in chat. So, it's probably been 30 minutes now. We won't notice you're ever late. I see things popping up for once. Thank you so much, Geek Boy. And Petsotics for the $5. And Matt said, I will move to Florida if Grant will be my friend.
Yeah, I thought you didn't want to be my friend with how much you roast me all the time. I was like, oh, man, I hate to see him in person. Not everybody's a keyboard warrior. And I feel like you'd give it to me just like that to my face, too. I think that's 3 of them.
You get it all 3 times. Like the jam.
Well, you're not tired anymore. You're awfully heavy.
Yeah, I know. Every time before the stream starts, I'm like, I'm so tired. I'm just gonna go
thinks
straight to bed.
That nobody knows. Like we slept the last 2 days because of all this rainy weather, and you can only make so much RO water. So
I know. We keep telling him we have to have more. Did you ever answer this question?
Yeah. Okay. It'd just be better to go with the Neos. What can fit in a fish's mouth will be food. I think you might have interrupted me before I could finish.
Maybe.
But I keep telling her that we need one of those really tall standing water towers so that way I can store my RO water so we can get more done.
Welcome in, Berkeley Bell. Said, I've been wanting a Cardinal Sulawesi tank for a while now. I'm listening while hand washing dishes right now. Well, it is one of the best tanks. It was my first tank that I wanted to do. I was like, I'm going to set it up. I'm going to get everything. You're not going to touch it because we had done all the shrimp tanks together. I'm like, these are mine. Do not touch it. And I actually did really, really well with them. The trick to Sulawesi is so much hides that they don't even know that you exist. And that you don't really touch it that often. Don't ever put your hands in it. Just do the water change and that's it. Don't bother them. They don't like to be bothered. Lower light is really good for them too. And trying to put snails. Well, mimic their inhabitants. So like it's nice. Wait, what is going on down here?
Also, the Sulawesi shrimp, when I was scrolling through and trying to figure out what my next shrimp that I was going to be able to bring into the house when I had like maybe 40 varieties or so, I was going through the list of all these different shrimp, showing Shelby, and she's all like, and then the Cardinals came up and she's like, ooh, what are those? And I knew right off the bat I could wiggle another tank into the house. I just had to pretend like they were hers. But really, come on now.
They were definitely mine.
Come on.
Don't even. You're pushing it. You're pushing it. So Matt said I was gonna buy my hello, but looks like you're just like and then said you probably my favorite YouTube couple duo. Thank you so much.
I appreciate that.
And Kevin as well said love seeing both of you at the Triple Crown. Had a lot of fun. Ditto. It was a joy.
Are you gonna make it to the
favorite
Keystone Clash or Aquashella Chicago? I know you couldn't make it to Aquashella Dallas because you're going to family or it was too close or something like that. Cool to hang out with you again.
Got another 3 money shrimps. Malfunction on the last one. I know. We gotta make one a little bit different. Like there's more money on it. It's like drowning.
There's another one already.
What?
There's another one already.
Oh, see, they're just trolling us.
I don't know where that one is though.
No, we already did that one. Yeah.
It's just lasting a lot longer than the other one.
All right. We're getting there. I'm gonna speedball through some of these because we are constantly behind. Glad to hear that everything came in good, Jenny. MTS said Fluval doesn't buffer that well. Dr. Anthony said fishbone shrimp, have to get a tank ready for those Shelby's fish bones that I will be getting in December. It's a good time to get them. Christmas time.
Well, he's coming, so he's probably going to get them and bring them home.
No, I'm not going to remember that. Welcome in, Chris Howell. Said you have not missed anything yet. Don't worry about that. Look at that. We're gonna get through this. Oh, sorry. I shouldn't open this mark. Oh my goodness gracious. Can you close this?
Yeah, I was worried about you like poking me in the eye with it. You're always worried about me, and like you came like 3 inches a couple times. I wasn't gonna say anything. I was gonna let you get like a little close and then do the rest of the work and be like, Shelby.
If someone could get Dr. Anthony's link up in here, that'd be great.
Yes, please. Crypt Keeper. I think he's on his phone.
Only Oscar said, my Neos have Fluval substrate. Started with 1 tank, now 6 10-gallon tanks, all Oscar shrimp. I'm assuming good.
I think I can actually share.
Verily's having no problems with her Fluval stratum, capped with black sand. Misfit Reptiles and Aquatics says, I'm so pumped. I had picked up a few species of boost from the Triple Crown and the Dark Skeleton King. I got already has some new sprouts. The Hades, Cascade King, and Ketagang Round all doing great. Yeah, we just got some Ghost Brownie from Chance. Brownie Ghost? Brownie Ghost.
2010.
It's beautiful. That boost is just incredible. I get to know tomorrow the results of the boost only contest through Jenny West. It's killing me. They were supposed to announce it on the 27th. It is now the 29th, and it is killing me. I am going crazy.
All right, so you can go through chat, find something important.
Yeah.
I just shared Dr. Anthony's link. I'd like to talk about that real quick because what he's doing over in Peru is he's teaching the locals how they can sustain local farming of the fish that are native there so they don't have to go out and catch them because they can't do that all year round. But what you can do is breed those fish all year round with relatively no problem in their environment. And if something like that was implemented across the world, for like Sulawesi, for instance, there wouldn't be such a big issue with the farmers, or not farmers, but fishermen going in, flipping all the rocks, taking all the Sulawesi shrimp. The survival rate is so low on shipping the wild shrimp out there. But if somebody like Dr. Anthony was in the area and can teach those exact same fishermen how to breed them in their waters and stuff like that, and sustain their living, and better their living even, that would be a lot better. So go on down to Dr. Anthony's channel, the Ornamental Fish Research Center of Peru, and check that out. Much appreciated.
Kevin asked suggestions on other fish for the CPD tank.
So I would like any emerald rasboras, the greens, the green eyes. Those ones are really cool too. You could do some killies. Some clown killies would be cool.
Yeah. You won't have much breeding if you start mixing different companions in CPD. If you're just looking for something pretty to go with them, I mean, you could do mollies, like sailfin mollies with some CPDs.
Pygmy quarries.
You do a lot of nano fish that are typically peaceful. Sailfin platies would probably be a really cool combination with those because they'll pull out the color of the CPDs. So Dr. Anthony brought some of those red pencil fish. Oh, I gotta have some.
We need a tank set up for them first. We got no room. There's no room in the house right now.
We're getting there. No time soon, but maybe the same time you come this way, you could just bring some.
But
should be perfect timing.
Alex is here in like 2 weeks, so I'm trying to get the new stand done before Alex gets here.
Leo said, remember, Grant blinking twice lets us know she hits you. Oh, he hits me back. Don't worry. Oh, I did get the, I skipped that comment. We did get the Madagar lace plant, the little itty bitty one. It is planted outside. I'm excited for it to take off.
Everything has been planted, though, that you sent.
Yeah.
I didn't let that sit long.
Yeah, there was tons of root balls. Sorry. Oh,
That
no.
was probably
Maybe
with
couldn't grow
stirred.
water sprite without CO2.
Wow.
Hard water? That's the only thing I could think of.
Sulawesi, do you need to put wood in the tank or plants? We don't have wood or plants in either one of our tanks because we have the rabbit snails and the limestone. So instead of wood, we have limestone. Instead of plants, we have rabbit snails because the rabbit snails will eat your plants. So I'd rather have the rabbits.
Rob got their stickers today. You're welcome. I don't know what happened because I swear I put them in the box when you got your shrimp order. And I don't know what happened.
I swear it was in there too.
Yeah, that's the strangest thing to me. It's a couple times. Maybe it's in a drawer somewhere.
Or we sent theirs out and it got stuck in the sorting machine.
Might have been. That's a couple of those were lost that way. Welcome in Arctic Winds. Awkward silence.
You want to switch spots and you can start talking and I will go through. No? We have videos of our greenhouse. So if you go check out our pond videos of the Neocaridina's outside, our main Neocaridina videos are in the greenhouse. We don't use it for plants anymore. It is an old greenhouse. I've had it since I was like 13. It's an old carport. We put the greenhouse fabric on it. And all I really use it for now is to keep the dragonfly larvae out.
Oh my gosh. Hello, Jerome. Have a good day, Jamie. Have fun helping the wife. Said, why not use IBC tote for the RO water? We are on the process of doing that. We got to figure it out. Well,
so he's talking. Water. So I want a standing tank because it doesn't take as much square foot on the bottom. Man, that is not the word I'm looking for. floor space, so
Yeah.
I can store a lot more water up higher. We just don't have the footprint for an IBC tote in our laundry room area where the filter is.
Unfortunately, all our car washes are being built. We have several coming in. If you don't have a car wash or a storage unit, you're not doing anything here. It's terrible.
Yeah. No, the water, the the old people here, the car wash stations are booming.
Yeah. They're 12 feet tall and 5 feet round. That's crazy.
Still, I don't know where I'd put that in the house.
12 feet. No, can't do it.
And we can't store it outside because of the temperature. That's also why we thought about not storing it in the garage.
Hello, Drew Moffat. You haven't missed anything yet. We're still trying to catch up, and we're terrible. They'll get you in 20 minutes, Matt said. Was it 20 minutes? I need to know. Nope. Under 20 minutes. We got this, Matt. We're catching up. Might want the whole system in the future.
One day.
All three of them shared it. That's funny. Spaz said some of our Neo shrimp are buried. I bought from you guys already. Also thinking about making some Indian almond leaf tea and adding a bit every month. Thoughts on that?
It's just a lot of work for something I don't think you're going to see a lot of improvements on. If you're having an issue with like bacterial infections and random deaths, then yeah, Indian almond leaf tea is going to be something that I might suggest. But if you're having breeding and babies and all the good stuff already, I wouldn't worry about it.
Welcome in, Paul McCarthy. Brandon says, I keep Asian rummy nose rasboras with the CPDs and get CPD breeding, but not rasboras. Probably because they have like similar breeding patterns. So,
what about New Local Austin?
Welcome in. Agreed with me on the sailfin platies. So, the Westie, how many can you have in a 7-gallon tank?
So I wouldn't recommend getting more than 10 to start out with and then letting the colony build up. You could have, a couple hundred of them in there, but 7 gallons is kind of small, man. If you haven't already set up the tank and you can go bigger, I would suggest going bigger. It's really hard to breed Silhouette in the smaller tanks.
Welcome in, Zen Ginger. And Drew said, where are y'all from? We are in Florida.
Central West Coast.
Welcome in, Johnny B. Zen Ginger says, I have liquid rock, and the only time water sprite stopped growing is when the tanks were covered with duckweed and therefore had no light. Yep, that could do it too.
And we got it going outside, so there's a ton of light where it's at. So,
welcome in, Patty. Said, what's up? Good evening, everybody. You bring in plenty of Anubis to the clash, right? It's all I can keep alive.
Yeah, we will have plenty of Anubias for the clash. I've actually already ordered a bunch of it, so that way I can grow it out in our tanks. I know that it's all submerged growth, healthy, algae-free, and then we bring it with us to the clash. What doesn't sell at the clash, we'll bring to AGA. So what we've been doing lately is we've got 3 140-gallon ponds. Yeah, our site is tgoeshrimp.com. Thank you, Vibes. It's got a bunch of little muck bucket totes also, but we've been buying plants from a nursery. We'll keep them and grow them outside, and then when Shelby's fish tanks are all set up in the garage, we'll move them from outside where we're growing them out, and then we'll kind of curate them in Shelby's fish tanks to sell them out.
Yeah, which reminds me, we got to make sure there's enough substrate so we're not having that issue.
Yeah, but those are shrimp tanks. I don't want anything in the substrate.
Right.
But then Crypt Keeper sends us a bunch of stems, and now there's some stems in the shrimp wannabe tanks.
Big Shrimpin said, "Do you guys have any orange neocardina? If so, will you be bringing that to the clash?"
I will probably have 10 bags of orange neocaridina with us at the Clash.
Welcome in, Sarah.
And then we'll also bring some tangerine tigers too. We'll have yellow, green, no green, red, blue, black, and then the tangerine tigers.
Thank you so much, Vibes. And if anyone wants to check out my new video of tank mate that you shouldn't have with shrimp, go ahead. It's not a bad one, but it's not a great one. But enjoy the comedy of it. Said all those plants were grown submerged. Good to know. Welcome in, Bob. Said I'm late. What was the announcement? Haven't got to it yet. We're a little bit behind.
And
we're getting there.
MTS,
almost there.
When you ship with that much water, it wasn't even a question for me. You don't need that much water in the bags when you ship it out. But I could tell. Trust me, man.
Welcome in, Yellowstone Aquatics and J. Oliver Guppies and Aquatics.
My mailman actually brought me the box early. He's like, this one's leaking. I think you need this soon. And I was like, it's just plants. We're good.
Sorry. Matt said, please wait another 4 hours. Look at this. We caught up. Sarah said, I got some moss from you in April at Aquaticon, and I can't remember the name. Maybe Christmas moss. But anyway, it's grown so much, I'm starting to trim it and add it to other tanks. Absolutely love it. That is awesome to hear.
We bring so many different types of moss. It might be Christmas, but it could also be spiky, Taiwan, leaping, a bunch of other ones. But we saw a lot of Christmas moss for sure.
This is a feat. This is so cool to be able to catch up on chat. Okay, we could stop looking, right?
And no worries at all, Adam. I was just letting you know.
That's okay. If I would have shipped any plants, I feel like they needed to be in a full bag of water, and he's just like, stop doing that. It stresses me out still to this day.
The first time I shipped plants, I shipped to Han Tron of Han Aquatics. He doesn't do aquatics anymore. He just does house plants. But I probably sent him 1 foot by 1 foot of dwarf baby tears with 3 gallons of water, probably. And that is no exaggeration. We used a huge box. And when he got it, he's like, holy crap, this is heavy. What did they send? And yeah, I didn't need to send it with any water at all. But I was like, they're going to dry up. They're not going to live. But yeah, no water, and they do fine.
Welcome in, Maria. Energized Aquatics says, I'm on the fence with Brightwell fine or Brightwell very fine substrate. Any pro and con advice?
For those 2 sizes, I would just go with whatever is cheaper. Sometimes the very fine is a little bit more expensive than the fine. However, I always go smaller. That's what I recommend, just because that the baby shrimp, if you ever seen like some of the bigger gravel tanks, the baby shrimp will actually climb and crawl up and underneath some of the gravel. And then a snail comes over the top and creates, a collapse in the cave system, and that baby shrimp is now trapped. So if it's happening on the front of the glass, just imagine it's happening throughout the entire tank. And for that reason, smaller is better to prevent the babies from getting down in there in the first place.
And Sarah, yes, you can wrap them in a wet paper towel. That does help a lot.
But we don't even do that. And how's it going, Maria Z? I saw all of your tanks on Skipper's stream the other night. I didn't know how much nice plecos and fish you had.
That's awesome. Spaz had no issues so far. Just thought I would make the tea as a preventative quality of life thing. I already have the leaves in the tea bags. Also have 2 tanks so far.
Yeah, it's not gonna do any harm, and it is like going that extra mile to make sure nothing happens. It is a great antifungal, antibacterial leaf to add into the tanks.
Oh goodness! Welcome in, Mayo. You have missed several months. You didn't get your member sticker because you didn't email us at greateater@gmail.com. So once you do that, send us your address and your real name so we could send that out to you. Welcome back, finally. I have that card. It's been made since that day too. That's crazy.
So I think it's your turn, Shelby.
It'll be on our channel this week. this Wednesday night, and it will be we're going to be talking about our first aquascapes. We all had to dig through and find them. I want to do a few of them, but we'll see how that goes, of like progression to see like how far we've come. But seeing the first one's crazy.
I think we should do the first ones this week, and then in a couple of weeks we do like some of just our firsts, and then we do like I've got like a point in time where I feel like I stepped up my game a little bit more, and then we'll go on to current day.
Bob said, thinking I'll be able to set up one nano shrimp tank, debating what type. Was originally thinking Neos, but I'm really liking Tangerine Tigers.
The good thing about the two options that you left yourself with there is you can do both. So if you like Blue Dream Neocaridina, you can put them with the Tangerine Tigers, and they're going to both be all right in the same water parameters. And they will not crossbreed and create wild, ugly type, cheaper shrimp. So definitely something to think about.
Ruben said, all the red fancy tigers you brought me are doing great, no deaths.
Hey, listen, man. You didn't have any of my shrimp, and you made a post, and I was like, you're going to have great success with our shrimp. I'm not being cocky, but those shrimp have been through the ringer, and I originally paid $200 per shrimp for my original 4 shrimp that I got to start that colony with. And yeah, I'll never make that back off of those shrimp. So I'd rather give them to somebody who's really passionate about the hobby, such as yourself. So.
All right. Matt said, let's go, Shelby K. Let's go.
You're the one that said 4 hours. And she's like, I'm listening to Matt.
So I have officially told my boss that I am stepping down, that I need to step down. We were going to try to see if we could work it out with traveling and being able to be manager, but with how much we travel, it just seems a little crazy that almost every single weekend I would be needing off. So it just doesn't seem realistic. I mean, I can handle the job, but they want someone that works 5 days a week, and it wouldn't work out if I travel. So it was nerve-wracking. I'm still anxious about it. It's not something I'm going to get used to. I worked really hard for that job, and stepping down scares me, but it will be in the right direction. It'll be something that I enjoy more, and instead of being drained out of myself all the time, maybe I can have something that I enjoy. I told him I feel a little bit more normal now that I have my fish back, and I'm doing water changes and feeding twice a day. Like before I met him in high school, that's what I had. It was my little fish tanks, and I didn't really have anyone to talk to and do things besides like going to school and, going to sports. So I didn't have anything but video games and my fish. I lived in the middle of nowhere. No one was able to visit my house because it was in the middle of nowhere. So it's bringing me back to being a little bit normal, a little bit younger. It feels right. So it's nice to see. And I hope we're moving in the right direction. We'll see with every event we go to. So hopefully you can support us and, push us along in every event and make it feel like I'm not doing the wrong thing. But that means more YouTube content. So if you can recommend it, message me, be like, hey, I'm really interested in some of these.
Not yet.
But, well, yeah, because I'm like 6 videos
first before we start taking recommendations.
But eventually.
Because then Matt's going to be like, you guys still haven't done this video yet. I recommended it on the 27th of August. 29th.
Yeah.
But
yeah, we'll see. I also want to do the plants. I've been big into that for a long time. Turtles. So the less I have to work for corporate, the less stress that I'm having, the more I'll be able to do at home and breeding my fish and just getting out there. It's a nice feeling, but it's also scary at the same time. So, and we are like 10 minutes behind in chat again.
There is a couple things that she left out. The reason why we really had to go and do this, you can go ahead and cut me off.
Thank you so much, Snoop.
The main reason why we had to do this and so soon is because the Keystone Clash is one weekend. Then the very next weekend is AGA. Then the very next weekend is Aquashella Chicago. Then the very next weekend is our annual auction for one of our club meetings. And that is also a club meeting that they switch from Mondays to Saturdays. And since then, Shelby hasn't been able to make a single one of those meetings. So we'll be able to go to those now.
I miss the Tampa Club so much.
And then the week after that is the Aquatic Expo in South Florida that I made the cover of their postcard 3 times.
Yeah.
Shelby just like half. So
I'm going to talk to somebody about that. I'm going to make sure my face is big and plastered and he's not on there. Not even a sliver of an arm in there.
So it's legit 5 weeks that she could work Tuesday. That's all I could give her to corporate for is on Tuesdays. And the other thing is, like, her store is severely understaffed. For them to put all that pressure and just all the amount of responsibilities onto Shelby is just ridiculous. So she offered that they need an inventory manager. So hopefully she'll get that. She'll stay a manager of the store for sure. But whether it's an assistant manager or an inventory manager, it doesn't matter if she's only working 3 or 4 days a week. That's what we need.
Yeah. Bob asked, any recommendation on shrimp to consider for a newer shrimp keeper with some fish keeping under my belt?
So Tangerine Tigers or Neocaradinas are going to be your best bet. I always tell people, if you have, hotter water, stick with the Neos. If, you don't AC your house and you live in warmer climates, but if you live up north and you actually think you need a heater in your tank because your water is kind of on the colder side or because your spouse keeps the house at 68 degrees, with these shrimp, you don't need the heater. You can keep Tangerine Tigers or Neos or both if that's what you like. Just pick your preference of color.
Spaz said, also looking to order some more Neos in about a month, getting plants next week so can start cycling. Should have got into the shrimp hobby earlier.
I say the same thing.
Oh, yeah. I wish I had shrimp earlier to feed some of my Oscars.
My back would be like, thank you so much for not doing manual labor for so long.
I miss that's what we need. I need a huge Oscar show tank. That's
I thought
what
you were going to say I miss when you had a good back.
We both had really bad backs since we met each other. Them sports as kids, they really do damage to you. That's for sure. Matt said he's going to get some of those Tangerine Tigers from you soon. Can't wait.
So somebody asked if we still had Tangerine Tigers on the website. Mm-hmm. And since Shelby has already had her little spiel, we have had a leak in Jaden's room cause us to totally have to remodel Jaden's room. So everything's got to go. Tangerine Tigers, Stardust, Tang Tai, Tai Bees. I know there's more. I'm totally spacing about them. But Yellow King Kongs. There's several shrimp on the website that are in Jaden's room. The Tangerine Tigers are one of them. They're $3 instead of $4. That's 25% off. And we're giving out way more extras than usual on those tanks. So if I'm sure Dee Dee can, attest to that. There's probably a ton of babies just because I don't want to have to even catch the babies from the tank. So you're getting little ones. The babies aren't even counted as extras that go into the bag. So they are available on the website.
And before you answer this question, thank you everybody for the congratulations. Misfit Reptile and Aquatic said, of the different types of Brightwell substrate, which do you prefer for shrimp? I've gotten a lot of different answers.
All right. So there's only 2 substrates that are meant for shrimp. They do have the laterite or the clay options. Stay away from those. Those are great for keeping like red, pink plants and stuff like that. But also if you never want to touch them, because if you go to rip one of these plants out of this tank right here, it is going to turn the entire tank into clay dust. So not really something you want to do and maintain for like a customer or something like that. However, the Rio Escuro and the Rio Cafe, this is the volcanic ash that is rolled up into the aqua soil. And the only difference is the Cafe is brown. Shelby, no yawning. and the Oscuro is black. I do find that the black does buffer on average 0.2 lower than the brown. And yes, we will be bringing 10 bags of Tangerine Tigers to the Clash.
Yeah, that's my favorite to bring.
Did Scotty not get a sticker? Are you a member? You don't get a sticker unless you're a member.
Yeah, you don't get the fancy sticker, but if you order from us, everyone does get a regular our old logo sticker. And then our new logo is actually our fancy logos for YouTube members only. Which, if you are, just email us at granteater@gmail.com because I might have missed you.
Also, I am really bad at putting the stickers into boxes, and sometimes I just like squeeze it underneath the flap, so you might have missed them.
Ruben says, gonna play some Marvin Gaye for them to get in the mood. I don't know if Grant even remembers that, but like my fish right here, I put music on their tank and I walked away because I was convinced that I would get them to like breed. And I have a video where one of them like shows male colors and comes out, and it's like this whole TikTok of love in the air tonight, and then nothing ever happened. I think they're both females, and we just happen to have a really beautiful female, so it sucks. But not a bad idea.
Should have seen how happy Shelby was when she realized she was doing water changes and it was pouring down with rain. She's like, "Oh, and it's raining." She's quite happy.
I actually do have a good video of my Pseudomagills dancing in the water stream. I love when the fish get so excited during water changes. I'm like, gonna have to check the tank in the morning for those eggs. I have nowhere to put them, but let's hope I find somewhere.
So Matt, I actually promoted her to all of operations. So
yeah, he's just gonna go golfing, and I'll just take
micromanagement.
Yeah. Stop. I'm gonna get him a shirt that says that, though.
I just have a nanobot with a camera and a mic and a speaker, and that's all it is.
That's so funny.
Not that shrimp. That one.
That one scared the crap out of me. That's so funny. Trying to make sure it's the right one. No more corporate, Shelby. It's fish time.
And plants.
So Crypt Keeper said, "Congratulations, Shelby. Grant, did you tell her your process of breaking in the new workers? Time for a workplace prank war."
You live in this house, you live in a prank war.
Yeah,
just they don't always get posted.
Yeah.
Where is the isopods?
I put them in the closet.
Which closet?
The back. He doesn't. I disappear for 2 hours while he's here and cleaning.
Do it yesterday?
And he doesn't even understand where I go and what I do anymore.
Did you do it yesterday?
Yeah. You watched me take care of all of them.
I thought you just put them back, though, not put them in a spot where I'm not going to find ones on the floor.
You're still going to find those. Don't worry. Yeah. Don't worry.
Your little thing that you want to cow has
to the bathroom closet. You know, everyone keeps saying that we don't have anything in the bathroom. Well, now we got isopods in there. So there's literally, it was just becoming a junk closet. You know, like you just store things. You're like, oh, I could use this later. And it just becomes a junk closet. So
where'd all the boxes go then?
Junk, garbage.
They had insulation in them.
No, you had like 3 boxes and they're in the garage now.
Okay.
But yes.
If you send me a box and it has styrofoam, I will save it and send it out. I will not cut styrofoam for boxes anymore, though.
Scott, Matt, that's cute. Y'all think Grant's the one giving promotion. Oh, I love it. Thank you. Thank you. I love these inspirational words. Thank you, Lady Diane. Matt. Chris says Shelby will be negotiating the work conditions once the stream is over. He's the worst with micromanaging. I'm the one who tells him what we need to do, and then he micromanages what we need to do. Things get a little crazy and hectic. Then he has to go to his side of the house. I go to my side of the house, and things work out really well.
I usually go outside.
Yeah. It's too hot out there sometimes.
No, you need to go up. You passed a question right here.
Oh, Maria Z said, will tangerine tigers or any tigers interbreed with blue bolts and shadow pandas?
Yes, so that is actually how you make blue steels, is crossing tangerine tigers with blue bolts. If you want tigers that won't crossbreed with blue bolts or shadow pandas, you could do raccoons or stardust. Stardust isn't technically a tiger, but it is a wild type caridina that won't crossbreed and can also take neocaridina parameters as well. So I consider it in the tiger category.
We're 20 minutes behind again.
It's your fault.
No, 10
Someone
minutes.
want to talk
Okay.
about herself for 20 minutes.
Scotty says, does this mean the super, I'm assuming chat video will be extended? The first time I read it, I was like, super hot video? What super hot video are you putting out?
If she can work,
yes,
3 or 4 days a week, and that gives her an extra day off during the week, we almost guarantee it'll be just for video editing and updating the website and stuff like that. So all that stuff she can do while I'm doing the water changes like I usually do.
And it is nice to do something I finally like for a living. Yes, for sure.
She likes to listen to me.
That's no. Headproof, soundproof headphones are coming in the mail. Don't you worry. Oh, Energized Aquatic says great, and Shelby are the king and queen of shrimp. We should make we should make a shrimp throne.
If it was,
we're sitting back.
Maybe.
We gotta make that.
But if it wasn't for Chris and the whole Shrimp King thing.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Shrimp Vikings.
I don't know.
No, that's still a king. Viking king.
Just emperors.
Oh, that would be pretty cool. We gotta come up with something pretty cool. We gotta come up. I want to I don't know if any of you have seen LRB's poster, but Alex, I'm saying this right, is the one who
You're
drew
giving
that.
out too much information.
No, I'm not going to tell anything else. But I want something from him, and I wanted something involving me. We already have something cool that's supposed to be just Grant, but I want something that's
the
both
one that's
of us
just
together.
Me is going to have Shelby, and she's on my back, and she's a battery, and I'm just sucking all the life out of her.
Yeah, that's true.
Everyone's like, how do you have so much energy? Have you seen Shelby?
See, Matt thinks I'm the face, but when we go out, most people don't even know who I am. If they don't watch our YouTube, they have no idea who I am. It's funny because
it's slowly it used to be all these people just know me. Now it's all these people know both of us, and Shelby's getting more attention, and it's starting to outweigh the people that just know me. So
except the
she
weird,
doesn't
people.
see it though. She's like, no, it's still not happening. And I'm like, where were you these last 2 weeks when we were at Aquashella and the Triple Crown? Because constantly I had to hear, do you know how lucky you are, boy? Do you know? Do you know? I know.
TGO needs to supply promo pictures.
So we need better pictures for the website before we start selling pictures to other people.
Nano say I'll be taking Shelby posters if they don't have them this year. That's funny. Welcome in, Spaghetti Nona, and thank you so much. Kevin said, just rub it in, Grant. You're going to get it later.
We'll see about that.
Robert wants some of them tigers. Let us know. We can bring them to the club. I'm not missing that club meeting. Alex is coming, so.
I'll trade you for some snails.
Yes, most stores are understaffed, and it has changed since COVID. Before COVID, it was completely different with the restraints and everything. It was not being able to get stuff in. It's just 10 times worse.
It wasn't COVID, Shelby.
It
was before Shelby was manager. They had 4 or 5 people on staff. And then now that Shelby's manager, they're like, oh, we can just have Shelby and one other person in the store, and they'll be just as good as the 4 or 5 other people. And then you let them walk all over you for 2 years, then COVID. And then it's just too much.
Welcome in, Daniel. Your box went out today.
And then the price of inflation, and then they didn't give you a raise last year. It's supposed to make up for it this year, and then it wasn't enough. So,
welcome in, Chattanooga Ed. Oh,
it's just a cord, Shelby. So here's the funniest thing: is the other day she's talking about how she wants to hold a king cobra, and I'm like, Shelby, you can't even hold crickets.
No, I said that I want to, but I know that I won't be able to.
And I'm like, you're gonna touch the thing and then go, ah! And then it's gonna bite you, and then it's gonna be $60,000 for the anti-venom, and it's gonna be like, I told you so, Shelby. So until you can hold crickets, and then I can upgrade you to maybe like a tarantula. I think you could hold a tarantula better than a cricket, because like tarantulas are fuzzy.
You know what I did with the tarantula? So when I grew up in the Keys, and there used to be these trees we used for money. You'd rip the leaves off, and it'd be money for us to play. Well, I went to rip all the leaves off and grabbed a tarantula, and I held it in my hand for a second. I was like, and it started to move, and I literally threw it so far, and it definitely died. I felt so bad, and I was like, oh no, and I literally cried for 2 days. My mom's like, what's wrong? And I'm like, I killed a spider. It was bad. Welcome in, Chattanooga Ed. I don't know if I just said that. Dee Dee said, I blabbed about the Tangerine Tigers on
the Aquatic Morning Show.
Yeah.
How do you not know that?
I've never seen anyone abbreviate it.
All right.
And I didn't read it like you did. You definitely read that like 3 times
You were supposed to go on there while I was at golf. You didn't. You missed it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was getting the 10 packages out and then did most of my water changes.
Our duties on Mondays.
Oh, man. I'm so sorry. I'm just not good enough. Brandon asks, is no planaria safe for the isopods? I had an hydra outbreak with the order came in. Oh, no.
I don't know. But if
they are strong,
Man.
and they are not a cephalopod, so I don't think they would be affected. But yes, they are a
crustacean.
I
don't know.
They should be strong enough, but don't take our word for it.
And so the good thing about Hydra is they will get wiped out with a half dose. So do it. If the isopods get wiped out, let me know. I'll hook you up, just because I kind of need to know that information myself. So go for it. I'll work with you on that one. Please feed me back the data.
How do you have shrimp in your pea puffer tank? Mine were savages.
No, so we had pea puffers back in the day when I had my first red really coal tank, and I would take the coals and move the coals into the pea puffer tank, and the pea puffers would eat the baby coals, but would never be able to eat the full grown ones. So
big shrimp and ass. Do you guys ever use dolomite?
Nope.
that's the end. That was it.
I don't even know what dolomite is. Do you?
No.
Yeah.
So Sarah said, did y'all ever set up your aquascaping contest tanks from Aquaticon? Aquaticon.
Not really, no.
No, absolutely not. I tore mine down. Mine is torn down and is a dry start for all the tissue cultures and then some free plants we got from Luke. Luke sent me some free plants.
I didn't really do it for the tank. I did it just for the experience of having an aquascape contest in Tennessee. So we are all for it. There's one at the Clash. We're doing that one. We're doing one at Chicago Aquashella. We did one at Dallas Aquashella. So
I'm assuming they mean the vitamin powder dolomite or like lime, crushed lime.
Yeah, no, we have not used any of that.
No, there's probably no reason for it, honestly. No, I do not know what time Jimmy P goes on Sunday.
No. I thought you would grab the mouse.
I was, maybe Matt could answer that though.
For the Brightwell substrate. So, yep, those are good ones. If those are the two, you really can't go wrong. It's just whether you know, like brown or black.
My cat wants to play a video game. Gotta go. Have a good day. I want to see the cat play the video game now.
Right?
Bob said laterite is great for plant growth. Terrible when you need to pull some plants.
Only
Yeah.
Oscar, what's your cat's Twitch? No? You didn't think that's funny? No?
No. Oh, I get it. No, it just went over my head. Got to dye my hair back to blonde so everyone gets why it takes me so long. Scotty
you lose
said,
10 IQ
I
points
am a
every
member.
time you do that, though.
I wanted a sticker for guessing the announcement. We'll have to get you a sticker for guessing the announcement. Hello, welcome in, Thomas Dobbins.
It wasn't really a guess, though. It was like an educated guess because you know us. If you knew us, it wasn't really that big of a surprise.
Patty, 2 p.m. Ed. I'm not going to read the rest of that one's funny. Have a good night, Ed. Oh, you say night to Oscars, maybe. Maybe I read that wrong.
Yeah, Ed's cat probably watches Oscar's cat stream.
That's too good. Welcome in, Mark. What does a bag of tangerine tiger sell for at auction?
All right, so our auction is absolutely trash for any Caradina shrimp. Like, I brought a bag of like 6 orange-eyed blue tiger shrimp to my auction, and it sold for $6, and it went to my friend, and I was looking at him, I'm like, you wanted those shrimp so bad, and they went for $6. Like, you lucky son of a gun. I'll never be bringing these back here. And other people have brought in Caradinas so that, and they never go for anywhere near the price that they're worth. So I don't put Caradinas up for auction. However, bring them to Colorado's auction, and Yellow King Kongs were going more than our value on the website. So I guess it all depends on your auctions.
Snoop said you guys aren't bringing any
Green Jade or Green Emeralds to the clash, right? I can. If you ask me to bring them for you, I can bring them for you. Otherwise, I probably won't be bringing any. Or Malaysian trumpet snails. So if those are something that you guys would like us to pre-order and bring them all with us, we can do that for you.
Yeah, there's certain ones we just don't bring because people look at the bag and they see them stress out and like they'll be like, they're blue. And I'm like, well, that's what green emeralds are. They have a hint of blue in them, or green jades will almost be clear or yellow. And they're just like, oh, what are these? And people don't realize it. So I don't want to stress out our shrimp when we don't have to, and we could just ship it to the people that are aware of what those shrimp are.
Greens sell so fast. Like, I don't even announce when the green emeralds are on the website. They just sell like hotcakes. And then I'm like, Shelby, take them off the website. I'm hurting myself. I'm selling too many of my babies.
Those are his shrimp. He hates selling them.
And I've got some really nice ones going on right now in the bedroom. And when you're like, oh, I caught them. I was like, where'd you catch the green emeralds out of, or the Malaysian trumpet snails? You're like, the emeralds. With the emeralds, I had to catch them. I'm like, no, which tank? And she's Jaden's room. I'm like, all right, thank God.
Well, I figured we're clearing everything out of Jaden's room, so that's the first tanks I go to. Welcome in, Xandadoodoo. Said thanks as always for the stream and info. P.S. I might finally have to place an order just to help clear out your son's room. Thank you. As we're talking about it.
Yeah, I got so many tangerine tigers in that tank.
Brandon said micromanagement. So you're in charge of the shrimp? Do they listen? No, he just likes to follow me around when I'm trying to do tasks, and he tries to tell me how to do the.
No, I just go, you did this. And she's like, yes, I did that. I'm like, and you did this? And she's like, yes, I did it. I'm like, but did you remember to? And then she chases me down the hallway with a large object.
No. Stop making people think that I abuse you. I do watch a lot of horror films, you know. Go. Just purchased 10 tangerine tigers and 4 isopods. Did you literally You know, there are 4 individual
They know it now. It's like legit in the
Oh yeah,
title
it's said
of
it
it.
several
Like there's
times.
no,
Okay.
and
Okay.
all you need is 4.
I forgot that I fixed the website.
And they're so small. So like that's why I like want to sell them at $4 a piece, is because they're so tiny. I'll catch as many of the large ones as I can, and then I throw in a bunch of little tiny ones, and hopefully all the little tiny ones add up to make one bigger one.
Cryptkeeper said, Shelby, you just got hired. Why are you reorganizing his isopods?
They're not my isopods.
They're mine.
They're
all
hers.
mine. All mine. And I need to. That's one thing when I step down, I got to redo all together and start anew, because I let that slide and picked up the fish and decided that was what I wanted to do, but I still want my isopods every time I look at them. So I just need the time for them. Zin said, my grandfather didn't call it micromanaging. He called it stupid vising.
Stupid vising.
Vising, sorry. I thought that's what I said, but it didn't come out right. Spazak going to try the pothos in aquarium to help with nitrates, nirates. Any experience with that? Thoughts? I'm going to pull it down. It's right there.
No, I can't do it.
Can't do it.
It is there though. The roots. These are pothos roots, but
well, it goes all the way down
instead of pothos. So it works. It's great. They can grow out of control, so just trim them as need be.
There's nothing out of control.
And make sure the rhizome and at least one leaf isn't fully submerged. That way it can continue to grow.
Brandon said to the West, they always look like they're working ferociously on something. Someone should organize that labor. They really do. That's the thing I like about them the most. They are constantly just, I mean, they look like they're boxing. I almost hit myself in the eye. I cannot believe that.
Payback. Her go-to is hitting me in the left eye.
Oh my goodness. It just happens to hit him in the left eye.
And then Layla, she taught it to Layla too.
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah.
Poor Jaden.
Well, ask my dad though. Apparently I'm really good at that though. I made my dad's eye bleed by a jacket one time I threw at him. So my dad would probably agree with you 100%. Welcome in, George RB3. Hello, Houston. The thing cool about Grant is Shelby. His shrimp are what's cool about him too. Shrimp tuber Presidente, and her sidekick Grant. That's, I'm gonna make myself. Oh man, what's it called when they put the mask on and from Mexico they wear the luchador? Is that what they're called, or is that someone's name?
Luchador.
I think they are. I'm gonna make my own, and it's gonna be a La Shrimpe, and you're gonna be my sidekick. Oh, you're gonna just be the red sauce that the shrimp get dipped in. That's good. Good. We're in America. You guys could be the president and the first man.
See?
Is that why Hillary wasn't elected? It's because they thought it would be weird. Instead of the first lady, it's going to be the first man.
So now I'm going to flip this on you. Everyone thinks that you do everything.
Oh, man. That would be really funny.
I'm giving you too much credit now.
They're just giving you crap. You know it. Welcome in our aquatic universe with Mike B. Snoop says, speaking of LRB, Grant's first instinct to climb those racks. Yep. That was, he was like, I'm going to get up there. And I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, yeah, I got to get up there. Oh, man.
When he puts all this stuff on it, you won't be able to climb them. So you got to take advantage of it while the opportunity is there, or else you'd be like, should have climbed up on top of those racks when I had the chance.
George
I just wanted a bird's eye view. I was also thinking about maybe I could jump into his pond, but
Oh yeah, and crush all
Just
those beautiful rainbows.
A wee bit too small.
Oh my goodness. I was enjoying all the sights, and he's crazy up on top of the fish tank stand. Goodness gracious. Some people are so weird on the comments too. George said, "You both are cool, Shelby and her man." Oh, most people just look at me and like, "Who are you?" I'm like, I don't know who you are.
It's all right.
I like, it's nice to be appreciated one time, Get out of here. How many years have I been doing the shrimp and going to, when's my first aquatic experience? 2017? Since 2017?
2016.
Yeah, but I didn't get to do anything 2016. I went to the parks with the kids the whole time. So I understand why no one understand who I was, but since 2017.
Not the whole time. The kids saw the show. You saw the show.
Yeah, but I didn't even speak to one person that you knew. But since 2017, I have definitely been in the works, and no one knew that I even went to a experience and was there the whole time with you because
but you were
Greg
working
got
with Paula,
300
so nobody
awards.
even knew you were with me.
That's right. Nano said you already got shrimp pirate logo on your food, so make him walk the plank. That'd be funny. That'd be good. We should do that for a no planaria.
She knows that won't take me out though. I could swim forever.
It's the truth. He would find a way back, and then it would be me walking the plank, and then I'd have to fight my way back. It's just it's an ongoing battle. Honestly, we're just never gonna win against each other. He still beats me in a lot of things, so he might beat me in that one. I'm a good swimmer, though, still. Make sure to be Shelby. And what's his face? We're gonna
That'd be nice.
That's gonna be one of our streams. It'd be like Shelby and what's his face? And it's just gonna be you in the corner. I'm gonna get a full body picture of him in the corner, just real small, and a shrimp double his size. Restraints. What kind of store she's working? Did you talk about restraints?
I don't remember.
He will be at both club meetings this month.
Oh,
can't wait to see you. Welcome in, Mountain Greenery. That is one of the videos that will be coming out soon. That is going to be that's got to be the next. What is it?
No, the next video needs to be the best of Triple Crown and then the Shrimp Pimp and Aquashella together video.
I thought we would put Triple Crown and Aquashella together because I literally have 0 film of Aquashella.
No. The Aquashella video will be Ruben's house. That's it. That's the only important part.
It was.
That's it.
It was.
Everybody's like, oh, where's the footage for the shrimp contest? Go to Poseidon's Pets. Everybody's like, oh, where's the footage of the aquascape contest? Well, when Fluval and Aquashella post it, I will let you know.
Chattanooga said, I touched the weirdest snake I've ever seen yesterday.
I hope it wasn't your uncle's snake.
I'm killing. You said that way too serious. Then said, the cord almost got her. That was close. You shouldn't. My hair, having long. Yeah, I know having long hair is the worst enemy for me because it'll just go on my skin a little bit, and I'm like, oh no, it's the end. Hello, welcome in, Monster Fish Gal. Matt has to do this with Bob. Oh, welcome in, Lonnie.
See, Matt's got the same jokes. We're just slightly different flavors.
Most people wouldn't even feel bad about killing spiders. I feel bad about killing anything. I mean, I really when I kill ants on my legs and I'm crush them and stuff because they bit me. I'm like, this is your fault. This is your fault. I hate killing anything living because most things, I mean, besides wasps, those are useless, honestly. I want to protect my bees, so wasps I think are one of the most useless things in this world, and they just hurt. So, but everything else has a purpose in this world to me.
But if it wasn't for wasps, who would teach kids to be afraid of their basketball hoops?
So growing up, we had a daycare that had a boat in it, and that was like something to play on because we're in the Keys. That's a normal thing for kids to play on in their daycare. Well, it was the dare zone. No one actually played in the boat because the entire front part of the boat was an entire wasp nest, and it doesn't matter how many times they had someone come out and try to fix it, it would always be a huge nest. So we'd always dare each other who could get there and out of there without getting stung. Guess who always got stung? Me. Good thing I was never allergic. Thank God.
You're so slow.
But yeah, I am. I really am. I try to be fast. I was the fastest kid in like long distance running. Like kids would just like slow down after like 6 laps. And I'm just like here, like, all right, let's go for like 60 more.
She's fast though. If you tell her the alarm missed for the school bus though.
I almost threw up getting up that fast. I was so up. Brandon said, if you can stick your hand in a blue Glarus tank without squealing like a little girl, you're better than me. The bites don't hurt, but I jump every time. They can when they get bigger. Mine are little, and mine are really friendly. I'm surprised yours are mean. Like even LRB was talking about it, and he was like, yeah, they're not the nicest. And I think someone else mentioned about it. And I was like, mine are really friendly. Like they come right up to the glass,
so
and
small,
they're maybe they just haven't gained their attitude yet. A sunbeam snake. It looked like it had skin like a Congo tetra. Yeah, I don't want to touch it though. I'm so bad with it's not the animal that scares me. It's the feeling on my skin that just does not feel right. My body doesn't want it. And like my isopods, like I can look at them and like sometimes I can get them on my hand, but if I get like 4 or 5 on my hand and they start crawling, then I do this. Like it's involuntary movements. Same with crickets, things like that. I had to put on when we had the chameleons and I had to take care of the crickets, I put on plastic bags up to my arm, rubber band them to take care of the crickets because I cannot take things jumping on me. I want jumping spiders really, really bad, but they jump and they jump on you. Not a good idea because the first one's going to go right out the tank. Yeah, Dolomite's like life. Oh, we did get far behind again. I'm so terrible with this. This is all my fault.
Keep going on and on tonight.
I know. It's all my fault.
You guys made her head grow like 15 sizes.
You know, it's just matching yours.
No, not even close.
Yeah, yours is bigger. You're right. Dee Dee said, what shrimp did you say you could keep raccoons with?
Anything. The raccoons won't crossbreed with any of the other types of shrimp that I've tried yet. So they can take a wide variety of parameters, neo, caridina. As long as the temperature doesn't get too hot in the tank, they're fine. So if you've got a cluster tank going on, you want neos, you want some type of caridina, so you picked your tigers, and then you want raccoons and stardust. You could keep all 4 of those types of shrimp. You can even throw the Malala shrimp in there and keep 5 types of shrimp in one tank and not worry about crossbreeding.
Eddie, welcome in. He said, congrats on finally making the decision to step down, Shelby. He said, hey, y'all, let's smash that like button. Keep her locked in at TGO. He would lock me in this place, too. You know it, Eddie. Oh. Okay, we're going to catch back up, right? Ed said, you're half enthusiastic. Yeah. Ed said, I plan on buying a whole bunch of shrimp for you at the Clash. Tell us what colors you want so we can make sure they're there. Then Nadu said, those emeralds are enticing. They always are.
Yeah, the emeralds are definitely one of my top 5 shrimp at all times. Like my top 3 rotates all the time, but emeralds are always up there.
Chris said, not if I buy them first, and said, said, okay, I'll just buy a few bags. Uh-oh.
See, now, Chris, that's not fair. You were able to go to the Triple Crown and Aquashella, but Ed saved everything for Aquashella and then had to miss it because of COVID. So
Snoop would like some green jades to clash because he got off somehow.
as
Awesome.
long as the move from Jaden's room and they all survive and everything goes well, I'll have no problems bringing the green jades. Green emeralds, I know for sure I won't have any issues because we've got those going on in 2 tubs outside and a tank in the bedroom. So besides the space shrimp, and we got an email, by the way, from them with footage and everything like that. So we can also do a space, the shrimp in
Finally.
space video and wrap that up.
Lonnie says, I have a couple emeralds in the coals I got that are near jet black and shiny. Also have a lighter green with the yellowish backline. Both look great.
Yeah, the coals of the emeralds are definitely some of the better looking coals.
Ed said 5 or 6 packs. That's a lot.
I think Ed is trying to gear up and get into the shrimp contest next year. So I would really like to see.
I love this Patty. Patty's so funny. Ed sounds like a drug dealer. You got any pre-rolls, bud? Oh, man. She's bringing the party. Yep. Lady Diane, Patty's here. Oh. New Local Austin. Shelby, did you see The Old Ways? So good. No. What is that? A movie?
Or a TV
Oh.
show.
It's probably, yeah. I'm going to have to watch that. Write that down. Message that to me. Going to have to watch it. Chattanooga says, I roll my own patty. Patty said, I had pothos in my tanks. I dosed with ferts and they died. Some plants can't take copper, and some fertilizers have copper in it. So it depends on which fertilizer. Most of the plants, like pothos, will be great with fish tanks regardless. Just put them in. Don't think about fertilizing or anything else. You don't need it. They grow great without it.
So one of the other things that I think we need to address is we're able to do, or Shelby's able to take this jump because of the overall, I don't know, family involved with the YouTube, because really that's the only thing we've been doing differently is for my birthday, Shelby's like, what do you want? I'm going to get you something, da-da-da-da. And I'm like, I just want a mic. And this is the mic. And it took us like 2 or 3 months to put the mic into use for the live streams. But this year, since we've been doing the YouTube and working with other channels and stuff like that, we've really been able to grow the website to the point where we've doubled the sales from last year, and we're not even like that far into this year. So our goal basically for the end of the year is to triple the sales on the website and then basically keep that going through next year. And we shouldn't have any issues. We just got to, there's 1 month in the year, and not 1 month, but like 30 days out of every year, basically, where we don't get any sales. And that's like the week before Christmas until like 2 weeks into the year. So
I can always pick up work. That's why I stay part-time, is that I can pick up work anytime. And not being salaried, I can actually make some more cash because we have things that you get paid for through West Marine that I don't get paid for as manager, but I do get it as my pen.
I know, I don't have one.
Scott, there you go. Scotty said, I hope TGOE brings a lot to the clash. Most vendors have done extremely well in the past. Many sell out. We will be bringing a ton. Let's just say we only have that and AGA. So, and then Aquashella Chicago, but we're not selling anything at Chicago so that I can focus on, we can just focus on our tanks because we have 2 entries into the Chicago. Well, we still haven't decided that. But yeah.
So here's a little fun fact. We packed all of our shrimp for the Triple Crown on Tuesday, and then drove Tuesday night to the Triple Crown. Those bags that didn't sell at the Triple Crown, we sold at Aquashella. The bags that didn't sell at Aquashella, we sold the following week at our club auction. And there wasn't any dead shrimp in the bags. So the Keystone Clash will be getting all of the shrimp with us that we will be carrying for that show, as well as AGA the next week. So we will be fully stocked. When you breed your own shrimp and you take care of all of your tanks and water changes, everything like that, like you're supposed to ahead of time before the shows, those shrimp can survive in those bags for 2 weeks, no problem.
MTS said floating plants do very well to help control nitrates and nirates and algae, but you've got to maintain a balance. Can't let them go out of control.
So we like to follow the 1/4 method. If you have 1/4 of the tank covered, that should allow the floaters enough room to spread and multiply and grow at a fast enough rate that they're not going to choke one another out. They're not going to deplete the light enough that the other plants in the tank are going to be able to grow as well.
Yeah, like this tank up there. That's why it's bright and shiny as duckweed and frog bit, right?
Yeah, we actually run 2 lights on that tank, and it's the only tank that we have 2 lights on it.
It's ridiculous. Chris said Grant is the CEO who markets really well at every convention, and Shelby is the COO who makes it all happen and sets the expectations. We just work really well as a team, honestly. Like realistically, he's really good at like showing me how to do things in an easier way because I'm a workhorse and I will do things. I'll do anything, honestly. It's so easy for me, and doesn't matter how much work it's going to take. I'm going to do it. I'm going to accomplish it, but he helps me get it done faster and easier sometimes.
I don't know. I just did like the same thing for so long. You figure out, all right, this is how I'm going to do things faster. And when you're able to do that for something you've been doing for 10 years, you can take that on to do it with other things. So efficiency is kind of like my forte.
Matt said, why is it when a man sees a nice rack, he decides to climb up on there? Grant and his racks. Arctic Wind said, my Black Galaxy Pinto F3 and F4 or F4 has started to toss red Galaxy Pintos. Is that normal? No big deal. I'm just going to cull the red out and start up a tank for reds, but they will toss black in their F3/F4.
Yep, completely normal because black is dominant and the red is a recessive trait. You can breed out the blacks for 5 or 6 generations, and then all of a sudden, bam, there comes a red. It happens. Me and Eddie have this shadow panda tank, and it throws a lot of blue bolts, but a rare occasion it'll throw out that red King Kong, red panda, and it's the exact same thing with the Black Galaxies. I have one tank of Black Galaxies that doesn't throw out any reds. It never has. The other one is kind of like 1 every 100 babies.
Gotta watch out for Chris over here, man. He's talking about hacking into people's computers. Lady Diane, though, has a husband and IT director as well. When Matt said off, Grant rereads the chat, he will get the jokes. Welcome in, TJ.
I can guarantee you that's not going to happen.
I started keeping warmouths for the first time. They are ravenous. Already jumping out of the water to grab food from me after 1 day. Yeah, there's nothing I love more than a fish that will eat out of my hands. That's the same with my, obviously, the flower horn and my new blue Galaris are doing well as well. Oh, good news, though. I have these things. They're called beta. I don't know. It's Edith or Edith. It's spelled Edithae, and they are mouth brooding. They say gouramis, but it's a wild beta. I'm still confused on that. But it had babies. So I'm super excited with that. They are definitely interesting. Once I found those at the class, I knew I had to have them because never heard of them before. So if you look those up, they are actually really stunning. Chattanooga said, I killed a red wasp yesterday and 2 fruit flies. Yeah, fruit flies can definitely get out. I hate killing those because I want to feed them to the frogs, but I have to smash them because I end up getting them out of the cup container, and there's like no way to catch those once you get the out of the container and everywhere. Anything goes when it comes to hose. Because shrimp and pimpin' ain't easy.
I thought this was Mississippi Hippie for a second, but it's Miss Hippie Fishies. Just emailed us asking us to save. Her. It's still her?
Yeah.
You sure?
It's probably just her email is different.
I'm not. I don't know.
Yeah, Mississippi Hippie Fishies. Yes.
Okay.
Miss.
Anyway. We have so many tangerine tigers. We have the 55-gallon tank in Jaden's room that we're trying to clear out. We have a 40-gallon tank and then several other smaller tanks. So hopefully, and we even have another 10-gallon tank where we breed them in Neocaridina parameters. So I don't think we'll ever sell out of tangerine tigers. Just trying to get rid of the ones out of Jaden's room possible. Is going to be a task.
I mean, I've done over 100 in Jaden's room, and there's still more. I'm starting to give people adults at this point because the babies are too small, so it's getting there. But I still have several things that we haven't touched. But Spaz said,
and she says babies, but in a week those babies will be ready to sell. Yeah. They grow so fast in that tank.
So Spaz said, can you explain the safe amount of copper for shrimp, i.e. in food, copper sulfate? I've noticed quite a few people are spreading bad info on this. Can you clear this up?
I cannot. I'm probably not the right person for this at all. I've just followed the whole rule where copper is poisonous to shrimp, and I have avoided it at all costs. However, I am not ignorant in the fact that I know all living creatures need to have some type of copper in their system in order to live. Like every carbon being has some type of carbon or copper in their system. So, and I know that, yeah, I got you water. And it's also with the Shrimp Envy mug. They're having a website sale on their site, shrimpenvy.com for 20% off, NV20. But yeah, I've just avoided it at all costs. I know there's some fertilizers and stuff like that with small trace amounts of copper that people still use for shrimp tanks without issues. I can't remember if the Seachem Excel or Flourish has it in it at all, but I know several people who do breed with those. So I can't tell you the exact amount. I'm sorry.
Crypt Keeper said, I want to know, what do Caridina look like in the wild? Do you guys know if they still have all the colors and patterns that they have been selectively bred for in the hobby?
So it depends on the type of Caridina. Like the raccoons are a wild type Caridina. The Super Princess bees, the blue bees, Stardust, cheetahs, those are all wild types, but I assume you're referring to like crystals. So like a wild type crystal, I don't even know if they still have those in the wild because like habitat destruction and stuff like that. I don't know.
So TJ Kennedy, my buddy here in Oregon, told me about you when he found out I was really into aquariums. He said he was friends with you in high school. The only person I know in Oregon is Zach.
Yep. My buddy Gertie.
That would be so cool if you were friends with Zach. That would be awesome.
Zach's probably one of the coolest people I know. He visited us like 2 years ago, and I hadn't seen him for like 4 or 5 years. And it was like we never missed a day. We just got right back into hanging out and chilling. And I didn't sleep that night. Shelby went to sleep and woke up the next morning, and we were still talking, having a good time. So,
like, how do you guys do that?
Yeah, he lives in Oregon. I imagine it's Zach.
I would help. I think there's someone else.
Or there's the Dan Fran, the paintball guy. He lives in Oregon. Dan Fan.
Oh. You're friends with him?
I mean, you might be friends with him.
How long do buried Caridina take to have babies?
30 days.
30 days.
It could take longer depending on temperature, but the warmer the water, the faster they'll hatch.
I don't know if anyone heard you there. MTS says, this is fun hanging out with friends on a Friday night.
Wait, it's Friday?
You just threw me off. It is Monday night. And now I thought it was Friday. I'm like, yeah, this is great.
This is not the LRB stream. I'm sorry.
Oh. Welcome in, Stephen P. Said, how many Ricos behind are we tonight? Not too far. We're only
a Rico and a half.
We
were doing good. We got like 2 points in the stream tonight where we were on time. So
says depends how frequently you check in. The more you check, the longer it seems to take. Oh man.
Depends on when you check. You might have came at a good time.
We have received the order. Thank you.
We already got that like 15 minutes ago.
Oh man. Cripsy, just joking, guys. You do an awesome job keeping up with chat. We get it going on fire a lot of times. I know I wouldn't be able to keep up.
It's your guys' fault because we start every live stream with 15 minutes of chat that we have to cycle through. So, but I prefer a chat where we're like Rico says, I prefer it that way, and it's absolutely right. As long as you're not scrolling through like 30 things that all say the same and you haven't already talked about, it usually brings up better conversation that way.
So Snoop said, I think TGO brought 1,000 shrimp to the last event we did.
Yeah,
well over 1,000.
Yeah,
we had quite a bit. And
I just like to say we brought over 1,000 shrimp and over 100 bags of moss and a couple other 100 bags of other plants. So
she said, I'm probably going to get in trouble at the cash. And Scotty said, Dee Dee, is Bouncer Skipper going to have to keep you under control? And hubby will see what I buy. That's funny.
Is Scuba Steve going to be at the clash? I need to know.
I don't know, because I think it's...
Somebody has to run our table while we're aquascaping, I'm sure.
Oh, no.
I'm volunteering Scuba Steve. He's got experience.
At least I'll be more aware of it this time. Chattanooga said, I wish blue bolts were easy, but I don't want to spend that type of money and murder them. Yes, I feel you on that one.
Yeah.
Once you get the tanks established, though, that RO water remineralized with the good soil, it should be no problem. Just keeping up with 10% water change.
They are just as easy to keep. The hard part is setting up the water. If you do the water, they're just as easy.
And doing the water changes correctly.
Yeah.
So, and lids on the tank. So, welcome in D-Bone and stuff. Said, question, at what TDS do you keep your yellow Neos? I've bought red and blue Neos from you as well as tangerine tigers and all are thriving, but the yellow Neos I've both twice already haven't lived.
That's surprising because out of everything you named, I mean, they're all relatively just as easy as one to keep. You named all three of the best breeders that we have for Neos. The yellows, the blues, and the reds. Seems like we can't keep the reds in stock up until the last few months, but that's just because we sell 3 bags of red for every bag of yellow. The yellows, though, they're tanks. They should be just as hardy as all the other ones. They're actually our best shrimp out in the greenhouse. When we start doing our water changes, I start in the yellow tank because I know that thing is solid. There's nothing wrong in that pond, not even a lick of algae. So I go from that pond right into my reds and 170 TDS out the tap. We use a little bit of prime, so they sit about 180. It might be a little bit higher with evaporation, but that greenhouse, the plastic, actually keeps evaporation down a lot. Like I haven't even topped off the bucket or water changed on the bucket since before, the Triple Crown, and it's only lost like 3 inches of water.
Steve's World said, "Good evening, awesome peeps. This is the second time I've seen Grant just sit there. Are you sure you have nothing to do? You okay?" He's
I'm
got
fine.
plenty of things to do. Dee Dee said, "Not finished the live stream lineups for Tuesday and Wednesday yet. Got caught up in the excitement." Ah. Well, thanks for joining. Mississippi Hippie Fishy said, "Yes, that's me. And hello, welcome in."
And I'm a sucker for birthdays. So when you're ready, you just let me know and I'll make it happen.
See, Crypt Keeper even said, "Blue bolts aren't difficult at all. Don't fear it as long as you don't mind mixing RO water."
Yeah.
And
If
I
you-
can even do it. You can
If
do
you
it.
got the aqua soil, if you got RO, and you got GH only minerals, you put those three together, they are just as easy, if not easier, than the Neocaridina, because the Neos you're gonna have to cull a lot more than the blue bolts. Yeah, you asked me
That's cool.
to share the link, and I was like, yeah, I got to go get my water. I know what cups I'm gonna grab. I did have a customer give me a German beer stein. It's the eater name on it, and I try to use that one as much as I can. But Shelby's worried she's gonna break it, like she broke my Budweiser glass. If you guys remember that giant one that I had, someone broke it.
TJ said it was Zach. Work together and we're good fishing buddies. He's a really nice guy.
I'm gonna have to come
That's
fishing
so
with
cool.
you guys one day. If I can ever make it to Fishtoberfest, I'm gonna have to take an extra day and go hang out with you guys.
Use that rod and reel that I got you. One of these days, man. It's been sitting there
I'll let them
almost
use the rod and
it's been a
reels.
year.
I'm gonna go around with a dip net and see what nanofish I can catch.
Oh man.
And be like, oh, I caught this one. I'll be like, I caught this many though.
Stephen P said, "Hi, y'all. Got my hands wet washing Dragonstone in a bucket right now. My bucket."
Listen, I don't even wash Dragonstone in a bucket if I'm at home. Take
Driveway.
that, line it out on the driveway, and pressure wash it from as far as you can without it breaking apart the rocks.
Chattanooga guys, I'm making my ties at the Clash. Gotta be making me some a margarita. Frozen ones preferred.
You say that, and then you're not going to drink.
Oh man, I'm
So
gonna
just
drink and then
bring
my tummy's gonna hurt, and I'm gonna be like, "Don't let me do it."
One portion of margarita for Shelby, and she'll make me drink 90% of it.
No, I'll drink it, and then my tummy will hurt, and then I'll be like, "Why did you let me drink this?" And it'll be all Grant's fault.
It's the same thing with chocolate ice cream.
Oh man, it's so bad. I don't know what's going on. Age is getting to me with this, but could eat chocolate ice cream no problem, and was drinking margaritas for a while, but now my stomach just starts to hurt. TJ said, "Rob, I haven't been able to meet you before, but I do have your shrimp envy food, and I'm in Springfield in the same area."
Yeah,
that's crazy.
I want to do a talk, Danikin, if you need speakers for your club.
I don't know if he was even in here.
I don't think so, but you guys yell at Danny or Kenny and get him to do my flight over there and be able to hang out, and I'll pay for Shelby to come.
Snoop said, "My yellow Neos I got just over a month ago haven't had one death and are thriving." Good to hear.
So I want to know if maybe it's the same tank. Maybe there's something going on that might be the issue, and not the shrimp itself. What?
I don't know. One of the Cory Cash just chased.
Look how many CPDs are out. Move your head, Shelby.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, doesn't look like a lot, but there's like 50
See how far
of them.
we can go. Take the
No.
Yeah, just pull
We're
it
gonna
up.
spill water here.
See our whole house in here. This is not good. This is not
No,
good.
put it back. It's not even in 180p.
Yeah, I know. That's terrible.
So
Maybe our phone will be able to do it one
we-
day.
Oh,
Oh,
you're
man.
messing everything up now,
No.
Shelby. I said it was a bad idea. The next thing that's going to go is you're going to break that shrimp envy mug right on the edge
Oh,
there.
man.
All the mics all the way
Stop.
up. Everybody heard me loud and clear.
Stephen P. said, I pressure washed it first, but then I broke some later for the scape, so I just decided to rinse those pieces in a bucket.
Yeah. That's why I didn't let you take my bucket at the aquascape contest, because all my pieces were in there, man.
Look, we actually caught up at almost the end of the stream. But,
oh, wow.
It is not my gallbladder that is gone. I had a while ago, my gallbladder you said his name. He came in there. Hello, Danikin Aquatics.
Were your ears ringing? Because we got a couple people from the Springfield area. They require me to come and do a talk for your club. So you just pay for the travels. I'll come do a talk. I'll bring Shelby along with me. And, yeah, we'll get to go do some fishing and hang out with my buddy Zach at the same time. Sounds like a win-win-win to me.
Yeah, but had to my gallbladder just stopped working because of all the gallstones. So, yeah, got that taken out a while ago. It's not been better, not at all. You can eat foods, but your body just doesn't process things right anymore. So it wasn't working in the beginning, anyways.
And if we don't do a talk for Kenny's club, there is Fishtoberfest, and we'll try and make it out there next year as long as Aquashella isn't on the same exact date.
Right.
I don't know whose fault that was, Kenny, yours or Aquashella's, but whoever booked their second, shame on you. Stephen
P said, congrats on getting caught up on chat again. We need to have like a little button that's just like a
caught up on chat.
Yay, congratulations.
And you should have one that's like 2 Rico faces and be like, oh no, we're 2 Ricos behind.
We'll have to get the okay from Rico. 6 back-to-back events then. Yes. So that's our whole goal. That's the whole reason for this whole live stream is stepping down so that I can do events, that I don't have to worry about all my other duties and having to worry about them, and hopefully make enough money at these shows that we can, still, do okay.
See, Danny, I knew it wasn't your fault. That's why I was talking the way I did. I knew it wasn't you. And then shame on whoever was third, because the whole Cataclysm, Fishtoberfest, and Aquashella, like those are 3 great shows that I'd like to go see each one. And it's a shame I got to miss 2 of them. And we got to go to Aquashella because they've got the Aquascape contest for $5,000.
Yeah.
So, sorry.
Yep, that one won us over a little bit there.
But it seems like our second weekend of October next year is going to be spent in Oregon.
I wouldn't mind. Apparently, it's a great place.
But besides just, the events and whatnot that we have planned for the aquatics, there's also a lot of Repticon and reptile shows and stuff like that. And if Shelby's doing her isopods, and a lot of the axolotl people, they like shrimp. Turtle people like shrimp and plants and stuff like that too.
We'll have
so
turtles and chameleons one day. So
yeah,
both of those will definitely get us to the Repticons. We love Repticons, so our kids even like it. They were bummed that we couldn't go to Daytona. Layla was literally crying.
But next week,
so sad.
Next week is Tampa
We'll make
Bay
it up to her.
Repticon, so we'll be going to that one. And is that the wrap up? Slap my knee.
Yeah.
It's time to get out of here. Stop talking.
Yeah, I got work in the morning.
All right.
Unfortunately,
I guess you're just gonna leave these 60 people hanging, going back to their own.
They're ready to
lives.
leave. They're like, "Can you stop talking?"
Yeah. Me.
They're ready to go to bed.
They still want to hear you. That's
no.
Obviously, why all these people were here all night. We didn't have to give away shrimp to get 70 people
Catfish.
in here. They just wanted to hear your story.
Thanks so much, Alan. We need National Event Committee managing the block dates for those upcoming year. That is for sure. Oh, we got to bring him to Florida. Deal.
Yeah.
That one's easy. Win-win.
No. I've got 3 people ahead of you. As I think we already discussed this, yeah?
No, I don't think you've discussed it with
I don't
maybe
think you
there.
were here. I think you were talking
Hit me in the head again.
Night, Ruben. But yeah, that's a wrap. hit the button before it's more awkwardness and we lose more people. And
Have a good night, everybody.
thank